So Russell Westbrook got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's talk about that. I'm really glad I waited to do this video today. Figured there was going to be a trade, seeing that draft is in an hour and 44 minutes. And there was one, very big one. There was another one. What was it? The Cavaliers traded for Ricky Rubio and like a second-round pick for Taurean Prince and some cash considerations. But we're here to talk about Russell Westbrook. He got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, which is fucking insane. I cannot believe that happened. And let's talk about what this means. So let me pull up the trade real quick. The trade in total was obviously Russell Westbrook to the Lakers for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, KCP, and a 2021 first-round pick. So for the Lakers, this is obviously their attempt to become the title favorites again. Add another superstar or star. Obviously, he's not a superstar anymore. Let me star player to their roster. And they did that. I don't know if the fit is great, but they did add a top 30 player alongside LeBron and AD. So there is a legitimate big three in LA now. And they have a big three, probably, the second best big three in the league, maybe even the third. How you feel about the Bucks after winning a championship. But I mean, this puts them, I don't think this like hurts their title odds. It might a little. I think it definitely helps them in the regular season. I think this will allow them to rest AD and LeBron a little more because, like I said in my last video talking about this exact topic, what point guard they're going to sign, Russ is a very good regular season point guard, and he really can carry a team, carry the load of a team, and drag them to the playoffs. And he's just very good on a night-to-night basis, so I think this will help them in that sense. In the playoffs at like the highest level, I don't know if he's the best guy to have on this team. I don't know if the fit, I know the fit isn't great. I think there's a lot of talent there, so maybe they can make it work either way, but he's just not a very good off-ball player, and the ball's going to be in LeBron's hands in the most important parts of the playoffs at the most crucial moments. So probably not the most ideal fit for the Wizards. This is getting off of Russell Westbrook's contract. I still think, I had a Wizards fan, my good friend Cameron, text me, and he said he's very happy about this trade. He likes Montrezl Harrell, and he's just excited to get a pick. I told him, you guys would have had a higher pick if you just didn't trade for Russell Westbrook in the first place. But obviously that's in the past, that was already done. I just wouldn't have made the Russell Westbrook trade in the first place. But at least you got off of him, and you got a first round pick and a few young assets. Kyle Kuzma is probably my favorite player out of the three they got. Not a big Montrezl Harrell guy. KCP is a good rotational guy, and I think that actually might hurt the Lakers because he really is a good defender, and he's streaky, but he can be a good three-point shooter. And during that finals run, he was probably either their third or fourth best player on that team, depending on how you felt about Rondo. So yeah, I think there's a chance that they miss KCP, but the other two I don't think they'll miss. And I think the Wizards got exactly what they're going to get for Russ. They got a first round pick, that's all they currently ask, and they got a few players to match the salaries. And it just gives them more flexibility in the future. This does mean that they are going to hang on to Bradley Beal. Woj reported that this wasn't, at first when I saw this I was like, Bradley Beal's going to get traded, but no, this is them trying to create some flexibility to build a better team around Beal. And I don't mind that. I think Beal is a very talented player. He's only 28, I believe, so still very young, entering his prime. So you still have some time. You still have some years that you can put a very good team around Beal in Washington, and I agree with this. I don't think you trade players of Beal's caliber. So I'm glad they didn't, and I'm glad that they are looking to build around him. Some other things that this means, Dennis Schroeder will not be with the Lakers next year. I would be shocked. They can't. I don't think they just, I guess they could because this was a trade, so they still have some cap flexibility, I believe. I'd have to look. But yeah, I don't think he's coming back. So where could he go? There's a lot of options. A lot of teams could use a point guard of his caliber. A weird one, but I could see it. I think whatever team doesn't get Lowry might have to like look at him as a consolation prize, which I still think a very good player. Can still be a very helpful player, a winning player. Just not the caliber of some other free agents that are out there. So yeah, I guess that's really it with the trade. For the Wizards, I'd say if I was gonna rate it like a B+, B, just like a trade that you have to do, or not like you want to get off this contract. You don't want to be paying Russell Westbrook. You want the more flexibility. You didn't get too much in return, but you're trading probably a deteriorating asset, an asset that's not looked at as positive right now. So getting a first-round pick and getting some sort of young talent with Kuzma, that's a good return for him. For the Lakers, you add that third guy if you believe that he's your star. If you think that's a good fit and he could be a third star on this team, good for you. I don't know. I might not. I'm not there personally, but I still think they are at the top end of the group of teams in the West that are looking to make the finals next year. I would say they're probably my favorite still to come out of the West if healthy. So yeah, and just like, it's kind of funny, just a little side note, like this is the third straight season that Russell Westbrook has been traded. So Russell Westbrook is, after being like this guy who is, and obviously it's not his fault he's being traded, but he's not like asking out, but I guess he did it the Houston Rockets. But before that, it was like, this is a one team kind of guy. Like he's going to be in OKC for the rest of his life. And now he's been on 3 teams in 3 years. But yeah, let me know what you think about the trade. Really excited about the draft in now, hour and 37 minutes. But yeah, like and comment below. Tell me what you think about the trade. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.